Today, we will factor trinomials. When a trinomial is in standard form, it looks like this: ax squared plus bx plus c. And today, all of the trinomials that we factor, we will have an a equal to 1. Here is an example of a quadratic trinomial where a is equal to 1, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Remember, when we factor, we are undoing multiplication. So the first thing that we need to do is always check for a GCF because that's the first flat on our foldable. In this particular trinomial, there is no GCF. So we go straight to factoring. And once we factor, we will have x plus 2 times x plus 3. A quadratic trinomial breaks down into a product of binomials. So we will see how we can go from here to here. In the example, x squared plus 5x plus 6, we see that, again, it is a trinomial and a is equal to 1. The first thing that we want to do is look at the first term, the ax squared term. And what we want to do is give the factors of x squared. The factors of x squared are x times x. And we place each of the x's in the parentheses. Next, we look at the constant term, and we want to list all of the factor pairs of the constant term of 6. That means we want to list all of the factor pairs that will give us a positive 6 when we multiply. 1 times 6, negative 1 times negative 6, 2 times 3, negative 2 times negative 3. So once we list all of our factor pairs that will give us a product of positive 6, then we want to choose the pair that adds up to be our middle term of 5. And that pair is 2 and 3. These two numbers will fill in the remaining spaces in our two binomials. And it does not matter if you place the 2 first or the 3 first. So our factored solution is x plus 2 times x plus 3. Now, of course, to check to see if you are right, you would multiply these two out to see if you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now, what we're going to do next is a few problems. So let us look at x squared plus 7x plus 12. Let's first of all check for a GCF. There is not a GCF. Now, what we're going to do is draw in our two sets of parentheses because our answer will be a product of binomials. Now, our first term is x squared. So we want to list our factors of x squared. So the factors of x squared are x times x. And we want to put that here and here. Now, the next thing that we want to do is look at our constant term of positive 12. And we want to list out all of the factor pairs of positive 12. And they are, of course, 1 times 12, negative 1, and negative 12, 2 and 6, negative 2, and negative 6. We have 3 and 4. And we have negative 3 and negative 4. Now, of all of these factor pairs, which will add up to be a positive 7? That would be 3 and 4. So we place them here and here. And of course, if you wanted to, you could have put the plus 4 first and the positive 3 last. Now, what I would like for you to do is try the remaining 4 problems. And as always, if you have any questions, Please write down any questions you may have, and we will get them answered in class.